le jeu, après l'avoir commencé il y a quelques jours. Ça faisait longtemps que je voulais le commencer, mais voilà, on fait pas toujours ce qu'on veut. On a trop de jeux. En tout cas, bienvenue sur la chaîne de Mugen Champloo Fujin. C'est Mugen, et je vous souhaite un bon stream.
Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
Apologies, Professor. Perhaps another time.
Of course.
I thought about transferring to both Battens just to get away from Professor Black and his iron.
Qu'est-ce que nous veut ce cher professeur Pig?
Hogwarts hasn't been the same.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket.
I'm the Joe.
You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Il y a un coffre. Il y a un coffre. Il doit être par en haut.
Against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Ouh, il y a une petite quête annexe.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
Ok.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Mange de joute magique. Let's go.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret.
Merci, le déplacement instantané.
Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed?
You're gonna get thrashed.
Apologies in advance.
Potato! Stupid one! Oh, there goes my way. Stupid one! You're better than that! Stupid one! Accio! Stupid one! Come on! Stupid one! Accio! The potato!
Find the one.
Stupid one! Accio! Leave. Stupid one! Stupid one! Accio! Lumos! Lumos! Accio! Lumos! Stupid one! Stupid one! Accio! Lumos! Reparo! Potato! Stupid one!
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken
Tellement plus
notice of
facile à
you.
la manette.
But after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Lumos!
That's it!
Let's go.
Levioso!
Nicely done!
Levioso! Accio!
That was something.
Levioso! Accio!
Excellent form.
Je sais pas si je m'en souviendrai.
I'd say that's enough practice.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Cool, cool. Let's go. Hmm, 58 en gold. Let's go back. Ah oui.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Facile.
Good work.
Lui, moi, j'en ai toujours besoin. Processeur Fig. Let's go. Qu'est-ce qu'il a à nous dire, lui? Qu'est-ce qu'il a à nous dire?
But if I said it was for an essay for history of magic, how could she refuse?
Professor Fig.
She would say no. That's
Professor
how she would do
Fig,
it.
help
And
me.
much more terrifying. Like an angry...
Yo. Oh non, je suis gros. J'ai pris le mauvais passage.
No, not that one. Her friend. If I could just have a good reason.
J'aurais dû faire gaffe. Voilà. Comme ça.
Just a look.
Sinon, je vais me perdre dans le poulard. Et j'adore me perdre dans le poulard. Ça, c'est une certitude. En fait, ce jeu, c'est pire que tous les open world auxquels j'ai joué. Si tu te dis pas, je me focus sur une quête ou sur la quête principale, tu vas forcément tomber à faire autre chose. Ce qui est une bonne chose. Des fois, c'est aussi bien de continuer les quêtes principales parce que dans ce jeu-là, il y a certains sorts qui débloquent d'autres quêtes secondaires qui ne peuvent être effectuées que quand on aura débloqué un certain moment dans l'histoire principale. Autant avancer.
Ah, there you are.
Yes,
Hello,
here I
sir.
am.
You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Mais tu crois que je vais rester là, comme ça, brandalement, en rien faire? Poilmougen. Je me casse.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
J'adore. Comme tout bouge dans le jeu, c'est hallucinant.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Rien.
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her.
She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Ooh.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Yeah, I'll meet you later. Patsuri, Patsuri.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Silent as a grave.
You should have known better than to cross my path.
J'étais invisible. J'étais invisible. Pourquoi? C'est pas cool.
Quietly now.
Ils sont trop.
Ghost, the librarian
Bien
is still
joué.
here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Ça va être fun.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
On trust you.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Goodness gracious, what a mess!
Bonito.
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
Where? Où ça? Ah, so.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Reparo! Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it!
Oui, mais c'est ce que j'ai fait. Combat. Changer l'apparence. J'ai pas envie de gars. Changer les chats. Apparence des chats. Ouais.
Where might this lead? Revelio. Not surprising. Cards of the way.
Holy shit.
Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Accio! Accio! This must be the way forward, but to where?
The question.
Incendio! Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Ça va être coton.
Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Stupefy! Stupefy! Protego! Stupefy! Protego! Accio! Stupid one! Protego! Accio! It is a book after all.
Quelle merde. Tout ça pour un bouquin. La pancine. La pancine.
wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Donc, nous avons ici. Là, il a... Let's go. Ah, je vais passer par là. Waouh, les extérieurs de Poudlard, c'est joli. Les intérieurs aussi, bien sûr. Oh shit. Je pense qu'on va aller voir les professeurs Fig.
Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins,
Working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Okay.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Carte du monde, ok.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Non. Déplacement, s'il te plaît.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy. If you need to stop practicing before...
Je sais.
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa!
Good one!
Accio! Incendio!
That's it!
J'ai jamais me rappelé de ça.
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa! Accio! Incendio!
Nicely done! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands.
Hello, Lucan.
Big match today. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes,
Then,
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Potato! Stupefy! Incendio! Oh, Stupefy! There goes Accio! Stupefy!
find the one!
Stupefy! You're better than that! Confringo! Stupefy!
Don't shy away now.
Potato! Stupefy!
Act like a winner.
Stupefy!
Potato!
Accio! Stupefy!
Come on.
Levioso! Incendio! Potato! Stupefy! Accio! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Potato! Stupefy! Stupefy! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Accio!
I could never duel like that. What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
À suivre. Nati. Non. Nati. Je suis là. Bon, on va voir quand même. Oh, il y a un petit parchemin dessus.
Revelio.
C'est beau. Voici un lieu iconique.
I should investigate.
Investigate what? On court, on cherche. Voilà, notre ami. Let's go. Bien. Allez, combien on parie qu'il va nous faire apprendre la pêche?
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Ah, là-bas, il y en a. Là. Ouais.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Tu peux pas plonger. Si?
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Oui, pardon. Il ne faut pas que je m'éparpille.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Allons voir.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Son, let's begin.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Giant, you'll take this.
Help Rookwood find out what's out. Back here.
How embarrassing!
Stupid one. Accio.
Something an eruption. Knew you were still hanging about. Aha! Back some more.
And I haven't even had
Incendio.
a tea yet.
Potato.
Novice.
Stupid punk.
Head in the clouds, this one.
You'll super regret that.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes,
Who's
my
Priya?
wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
Incendio! What should I do now?
This is
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
I did get the next level.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard.
They attacked you?
When I said as much, they turned on me. Struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my...
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
I'm sorry this happened.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn. Yes. Accio. Incendio. Cursed fiends.
J'ai plus de potion. Ah merde, j'ai plus de potion. Ah, c'est la merde. C'est la grosse merde.
Incendio. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. Accio! Levioso!
On se balade, on se balade. Oh, des champignons.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
An encampment. This must be it.
Afraid to fuck over here.
Protego! No! Stupefy! Accio! Stupefy!
Why can't I hit you? No!
Accio! Levioso! Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. Accio. Levioso. Protego. Accio.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
Ça doit être chaud, hein, parce que j'ai plus de potions.
You've been... You won't survive this, my young friend.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. How many of you are there?
Wait a moment.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Protego. Stupefy.
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Accio.
Oh, little moon calf. Far from home. Was that your best? Pity. Not quite.
Accio.
That was meant for me.
You can't stop us.
Levioso. Accio.
Prepare.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso.
Somebody there? An intruder!
Accio. Levioso! Incendio!
What an unfortunate disappointment!
Accio! Levioso!
This will not go!
Accio! Protego! Levioso!
You won't get away with that. What?
Accio!
Always on the defensive.
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's carts. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn. Accio!
Okay.
Accio! Revelio.
Ooh.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio. Levioso. Incendio.
Let's go back.
If you're here for my wares...
On, I have good news.
I don't know. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard...
I managed to free your carts fairly.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares. Why don't you have a little peruse?
Tentacula vénéneuse.
Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to visit me again, won't you?
J'aime pas. Non, ça va. Ça, j'aime pas. Joli. Ça va bien. Ça sera pas mal. C'est quoi ces trucs, ces coffres là que je ne vois pas?
Revelio.
I hope you were able to take care of every...
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish.
Oui, pourquoi pas.
Practice.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Yes. On va parler. Joli.
Now, Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The
du clipping,
soil
hein.
should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
9 minutes. Okay.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room.
Just at the end of
Your
the
classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite. Now remember, a wand is not a trowel.
Oh, hey! Welcome, bienvenue sur le stream.
Hello.
On est à Poudlard.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade
Merci
the other
pour
day.
le raid.
Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
What?
I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these
Okay.
stairs will take us there. But
What?
your lead.
Pourquoi? Où? Ah. Parli, parli, parli,
Nice
parli.
work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But here we are. Home of the Chinese chomp... Go on. Grab... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it.
Yes, yes,
Delve
yes,
into
yes, 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 yes. Avec un chou mordeur. C'est ça, hein? Avec un chou mordeur. Ah. Putain, je savais même pas.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Okay.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't
Le
go it
champ
alone.
contre champ en mode
well, imagine that
discussion,
wasn't a dummy.
c'est toujours quelque chose avec quoi j'ai beaucoup de mal, parce que je trouve que c'est une solution tellement de facilité. Moi, je peux comprendre, il y a tellement de dialogue. Je peux comprendre, franchement.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Get the idea.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Ah. Ok. C'est tout, c'est tout. On va retrouver la professeure Canon.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Ah, cool. On a pu avancer.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only costing my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendship.
Cours de potion. J'aurais pu aller voir directement par là. Hein. Merci au déplacement rapide.
I'm not entirely in agreement with what you're saying.
Let's go.
Shouldn't there be aurors or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black.
I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
C'est parti.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not... Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the didn't or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Oh! Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as...
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well.
Good
I
evening,
confess
sir.
I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare
Hogwarts
occurrence.
Legacy.
And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Oh.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Parfait. Ok.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Ok. Bon, on va s'équiper de ce que j'ai reçu. Très bien. C'est parti. Et nous voici à Préolard.
Revelio.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Effectivement.
Surely you could continue searching the owlery.
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh, yes. It's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return, and that power is immeasurable.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
Definitive.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
déjà on est là. C'est quoi déjà?
Greetings! Please, take your time looking about.
Ah, bof.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Revelio.
Là. Je pense que la boulette se trouve dans la... Ah. Je suis un peu en avance au niveau des niveaux. Merci, le déplacement instantané. Ça aide.
You can't imagine how inconvenient
Allez, on va finir ça. Et après, on va arrêter. Ah, carrément, il faut que j'aille là-bas. C'est beau, hein, comme on utilise. C'est vraiment beau. Moi, j'aime bien. Même le gameplay, moi, il me dérange pas du tout. J'ai entendu beaucoup de monde cracher dessus, mais moi, j'aime bien. Il est très accessible. C'est sûr, tu te cherches le plus hardcore, c'est pas ça, hein.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
C'est plein de hiboux, de chouettes.
Don't mind me, owls. I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues? Accio! My best. I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. No statues here. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws. Nothing. Accio! Here's a welcome surprise. Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher. I'd best keep looking. No statues here. Accio! I'll take that, thank you. Nothing. I'd best keep looking. statues here. This'll do nicely. Revelio. What's happening?
Oh.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages peeved.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't, really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentiment.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
You know?
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Okay. Non. Pas de lunettes. Collection. Parfait, parfait. En tout cas, c'est ce que je pouvais proposer ce soir, cette nuit, sur Hogwarts Legacy. En tout cas, j'espère que vous avez apprécié le stream. J'espère que vous avez pris du plaisir. C'était vraiment intéressant. Moi, j'adore ce jeu. Je trouve que franchement, c'est cool. Je suis content de l'avoir commencé que maintenant parce que je pense qu'il a été stabilisé un petit peu au niveau des patchs et tout. En tout cas, il est fluide. Ça passe super bien. Graphiquement, il est super. Donc, moi, je suis enchanté. Puis, je vais continuer dessus parce que je suis vraiment happé par ce jeu. C'est vraiment bien. C'est vraiment bien foutu, un bon monde ouvert, pas mal de choses à faire et une histoire qui a l'air bien intéressante. Du coup, je vous donne rendez-vous sûrement demain soir pour la suite de ce numéro sur Hogwarts Legacy. Je vous souhaite une super bonne nuit. Ciao tout le monde. Et puis, on va raider quelqu'un. Aneiko Moksu. Très bonne dessinatrice, belle dessinatrice. Et en même temps, je pense qu'elle est sur Subnautica ce soir. À tous, tout le monde. Ciao.
Comment ça va? Merci pour le raid. Comment s'est passé ton live? C'est vrai quand quelqu'un chante ce genre de truc après, peut-être le temps faut que je résiste, c'est sur quoi? Sur Hogwarts Legacy ou sur un autre jeu? Quel enfer. Putain, c'est pas ça. Mais ton pseudo est trop chiant. Pardon, hein, Ivo, mais à écrire, c'est un enfer. Pas genre le copier-coller. Red, en retard, mais oui. Je sens qu'il y a un I majuscule qui se fait passer pour un... Mais fail, mais jamais. Vous savez très bien que je sais très bien faire les SO. Je viens de les commencer, ok. Et t'aimes bien pour l'instant? A priori, y a pas de raison. Mais ne mange pas! J'adore! Du coup, tu le fais tard au final? Enfin, par rapport au moment où il est sorti, je veux dire. Un choutout, oui. Un choutout compliqué. Mais pourquoi? Pourquoi tout est hors tension alors qu'il fait jour? Je comprends. App. C'est insupportable. Je vais mettre fail ici, sur les SO bien sûr. Décision optique. Ou des bugs d'affichage. Bah oui, c'est jamais ma faute de toute façon. Ça, c'est un fait. C'est la base. C'est la base. Let's go, hein. Sinon je fais ça. Ah mais... Ah c'est bon. Un lingot de titane. J'ai voulu attendre qu'il soit sorti sur toutes les plateformes.